Hi, welcome in everybody to the Patch Notes Parenting Podcast. I am today's host, Astra. I am a Twitch partner, mom of 3, and professional loot goblin. Today, my co-host, co-partners, co-pilots in Chaos are Cassie and Ep6. Cassie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Cassie. I am proof that you can be a gamer, an athlete, a business owner, and consistently lose arguments to a 3-year-old.
Sometimes you get a little word in
I'm sure
there,
you win a couple of them here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ep6, would you like to introduce yourself?
No, but I will.
Okay.
It's
All right.
me.
Hi, guys. It's been
Have a
really
good
fun.
one, no, I'm Ep6. I'm a husband, father of 3, and Twitch affiliate. Aggressively mediocre at games, and just here to chat. So here we are.
Glad to have you back home.
Yeah, it feels good to be home.
We are
Recording in the normal place, not in the last episode.
Not with the alien light. Yeah.
I said to Cassie before we went live that you looked like you're in the Matrix. Like the lighting was this like dark black and green, and all I could think of was like the Matrix theme song. Yes. It was so good. Our podcast has kind of taken a little deeper dive into some mental health conversations. Last week we talked about going to therapy and some kind of mental struggles, and so there will be some more discussion about that, just as a little heads up for anyone who is just maybe not expecting. Just want to give a little heads up there. We wanted to talk tonight about the concept of selfish versus selfless. And kind of the lens in which we do actions and view our choices. And I had this question posed to me in one of my very first therapy sessions, and he asked me, "When is it okay to be selfish?" And my gut answer was like, "Oh, never." Like that's a bad thing. Like when did selfish become a negative connotation? And then I think about it, and I was like, well, probably when you're on an airplane, and the masks come down, and they tell you put your own oxygen mask on before you save someone else.
Right.
And so I said that, and then I paused for a second, and I was like, and also probably something like your job, like you have to be, making sure that you take care of you, not your coworkers, because they're going to do the same for themselves. I'm curious if either of you had something pop into your head when I've said that about when it's okay to be selfish.
Ep6 with work.
With work?
Yeah.
What about my work?
You would take care of you, right?
Yeah.
But you
I
have
do.
some people that are not the greatest.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's true. So at work, like there's a couple of people that are on my team that don't carry the full load, and I know how I spend my time at work, and I get all of my work done still.
What do you mean?
And not only do I get it done, like it's done well, and like it's just baffles me, how little they do. And like I used to reach out and try to help with things and ask questions and try to be someone on the team that they could go to, but it's like they're the generation below us, first of all. I'll say that.
Babies.
And so they want, they're like probably first job in the workforce, and they want everything like automated, which is funny. So it's like they want to be able to have like a canned response to everything. And it's like, well, not every question is a canned response. Like
a canned response, is that meaning like a script you're basically reading off of?
Yeah, like a script or an email template that we can just they say like, hey, how do I do this? And you just go like, oh, that's this template. And you like just enter it and you send it. That would be great, right? But like everybody's...
Right, but then what's the point of having a person in the job? Just put in an AI.
Exactly. Yep, exactly that. So, and you can't answer all of our questions because we have like 20 different website templates. And so you can't get into like... They all work a little bit differently. Like there's a lot of overlap, but anyway, long story short, it was one of those things where I really cared for a while, and I would like try to like, do you guys, what do you help with? How do we get this up and running? And then it just turned into like, nope, I'm just doing me. I'm going to do my work. I'm going to do what I want during the day, and I'm going to just let them do whatever they do. And hopefully the bosses, get the picture sooner rather than later. But
when it's not work related, when do you feel like it's okay for you to be selfish?
I think I learned
or is
this
it okay
year.
to be selfish?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I think my response would have been the same as yours, where it would have been like, it's never okay to be selfish. Like, what do you mean? Like, typically you hear
What do you
like,
mean?
what do you mean? People are like, you're selfish when it's like, there's 2 brownies left and I eat both of them and you didn't have any. Like, that's the kind of selfish that like comes to my brain where it's like, that's never okay. You should share the brownies, okay?
How rude.
Absolutely.
But like this spring, starting like counseling and stuff of my own and just like trying to figure things out in my life and figure things out in my brain, like my therapist recommended, and Cassie also had like talked about this a little bit, like just getting out and doing something for yourself. Like, even if it's just 10 minutes, if it's like whatever it is, like you find some time to take for yourself, because if you don't do that, you can't continually pour from an empty cup. And so if you're never selfish and you're never reinvesting anything back into yourself, you're going to be stressed and you're going to be more agitated and irritated, and you're probably going to say things that you don't mean, and burnt out and that. So I think in that sense, it's okay to be selfish when it fills you back up to the point, not just to be poured out, because like we're not just here to be like vessels that like are constantly
help other people.
Like, you should be taking care of yourself first. But like,
absolutely.
as parents, that is kind of the gig we signed up for, where we are responsible for taking care of other people like 24/7.
You chose to bring in humans to the world, so you should probably take care of them.
Yeah, you should probably take care of them. And so being selfish in that regard, where it's like you're filling yourself up so you can then fill up and be the best version of yourself you can for your little humans. So I think that would be my answer, when it's okay to be selfish, is when it
I like that
is the self-fulfilling, that's not the right word, self-sustaining, self-refilling, that's what I'm looking for. It's self-refilling, so you have more to pour out towards your kids and family.
How does it make you feel when someone like your wife, it does something for herself that's selfish? How do you view that? Do you view that as, oh man, I can't believe she's going on a walk for herself? Or like, how do you view it?
No, first of all, it would be, I would like, usually it's me telling her to get out, like, go do something, like,
go away,
get out of here, go do something, go take a nap.
Come on,
here's a Snickers.
So I think for us in our marriage, it's like, so long as it's communicated like ahead of time, like, hey, I really need 15 minutes to myself, I need to go for a walk. Immediately my brain's like, yeah, get out of here, go take that time, because I know it's going to be something that's going to benefit her, and it's going to benefit our kids, and it's going to benefit like me. It's just
your
like
household in the long run.
In the long run, absolutely. So I think as long as it's communicated and it's not like, just sneaking away and then it's like, where's mom at? Like,
I don't know.
I was taking a dump and now mom's gone. Like, the kids are just running around. Like, if that would be bad, right? But like, as long as it's communicated and I think it makes me feel good when I know that she's taking care of herself. So yeah, I think the answer there would just be like, make sure the communication is there and everybody's like on board with what's happening. And it's not like can I do this? Like, I don't think that's necessary. It's more of like, hey, I'm going to go do this. As long as I know, that's the thing for me. That's important. So
reason I ask it in as direct of a way, and we'll probably each poke at each other throughout this whole podcast situation, is that we are all collectively awful to ourselves all the time, where we don't give ourselves the benefit of the doubt. We tear ourselves down. We very frequently, at least maybe I shouldn't speak for you guys, I very frequently think poorly of myself that I would never of other people. I don't give myself the grace that I give endlessly to other people. And I think that going to therapy and having kind of more open discussions about your actions and being selfish, for example, is something that I haven't had a positive connotation associated with. And so thinking about someone who you love and care for and want the very best for, when she herself is doing something selfish, by taking care of her own mental health or her physical needs, if she's tired and she needs a nap, whatever it may be, seeing it from that lens, it's kind of the reason that I'm pulling that in, is like, one of my kids had a friend at school. It was her birthday, and my daughter wanted to do something nice for her, but then she was like, kind of like, oh, she's not going to want that. That's going to be weird. And I was like, well, hang on. If someone wrote you a card and brought your favorite treat to school, would that make you be like, ooh, why did she celebrate my birthday? Or would you be like, whoa, she remembered and she brought something that's just for me and feels so special and so seen? And she's like, well, I guess I'd like it. And it kind of shifted her approach. It shifted the lens and how she viewed something as small as bringing a little, treat, whatever, to her friend. I think viewing our actions when they're good and healthy moderations and things like that, that we can sometimes still dig at ourselves of like, I'm not good enough, or I took a break today, or all these things. If someone you love and care for and want the best for does that same thing, why is it okay for them to do, but it's not okay for you to do, Cassie, what about you? How would you approach the selfish thing and the selfless thing?
Oh gosh. Up until the last probably year, I put everybody before myself. I think you would probably agree with that statement.
I would.
Wholeheartedly.
Yep. The entire time I've known you.
Always. Everybody came before me. I think Ep6 has even seen a little part of that for me, because I just want everybody to have a good time. Like, I want everybody to be happy, and whatever I can do to help others, I'm always going to do. And I never, I don't feel like I ever really did things for myself. I don't know. So I just put people first, but going through therapy as I have, I mean, I think selfish is a big topic that comes up. I, in the last 2 years, was told how selfish I was being in a relationship that ended in a very negative way, but I don't really know even what I was doing that was selfish, other than wanting to take that 10-minute walk or to go and do something just me, because I couldn't have told you the last time I had been alone, like by myself, for 6 years. So,
I think
unless
it
was
crazy.
Like driving in a car from where I used to work to where I used to live, and that how far away that is, and it wasn't a very long drive. That was like my alone time. And that's not, I don't think that's the right alone time. I think people need to do something for themselves. I think in order for you to be a good person and to be a better person and a better version of yourself, you have to be selfish. You have to do things for yourself. I think I have been so much better at that lately, and I feel like I'm a better mom and friend and daughter and stuff, because I'm like, nope, I'm going to do this and I will figure out how to make it work, and this is how I know I'm going to be a better person. And I say that, and then of course I plan my things around other people, so I don't want to inconvenience them. So I make sure that my little is well taken care of. So I would say I am selfless with her, but I'm selfish for myself. So I will put, as far as sports, it's on a day that I don't have her. But I did just sign up. I got a cool opportunity that's going to take me away for a lot more weekends, and I feel like it's a great opportunity, and I feel like deep in my bones that I have to do it. I've been asked multiple times, and I'm going to do it, and I am going to enjoy it, and it's something that's going to requires travel and a lot of weekends and a lot of time, and
but you're getting to make
really
new friends and play some sport you love and develop more skills there, and get that adult time interaction that you need as a young mom.
To be able to ask the ability of my mom to help, and she's like more than willing, and
it gives her uninterrupted time with her granddaughter. Of course she's gonna be stoked about it.
And it's like for like an hour of practice, and then like a couple hours on the weekend, and she gets that time with her, and
it can be a fun routine for them too, and I'm sure that'll be a really good thing.
So I think it's super important for people to be selfish and to take time for themselves to do things. I think I had to kind of push Ep6 to do that, because I could be interpreting this wrong. Yes, and I think Ep6 probably feels the same. Like, I think Ep6, you're not a selfish person at all, and you need to be more. Like, I want you to do more things for yourself. So when you told me you signed up for your softball league, I was like, hell yeah. Like, I'm so proud of you for doing that and doing something for you. And like, Mandy, when you go and do things like without your kids, I like praise you, and I'm so proud that you have the ability to do that. You went and did something like super kind of scary, like you went to a movie by yourself without them, and just like
with no friends,
like
nobody,
no friends, no, like nothing, and it was fine. Like you enjoyed it and had a good time, and like I think you
Project
need to
Hail Mary for like third time in theaters. It's fine.
Like
fourth time.
You both need to do those things more often, and like not feel guilty for taking time away from your kids. Like, it's okay for you and Chelsea to go out on dates and be away from the kids, and I think you guys need to do that more often. I know your situation's a little bit harder because childcare it's hard to find. Like, I'm in that same boat. Mandy, I'm sure that's hard for you to find sometimes. Like, I think just childcare in general as parents, like,
it has been in the past, but now my oldest is old enough to babysit. So now now that I just have to pay her. So it's like that's
which
no
is
big
a
deal.
good thing. Like that is a good
we
first
talked
job.
about finances too.
That's a huge first job for
that was like one of her first things about like saving her money.
She lets you know it if you haven't paid her.
Oh yeah,
I've heard about it.
You owe me $5.
Hey mom, I know I'm at school, but you owe me this money.
I'm like, you need it right now? Really need it right now?
But I think it's awesome that you like have been taking, like, I think more in the last couple months. You both have been taking that time for yourselves. Like, Ep6, I know you've been like sitting out on the back patio and going for a walk
in your old man chair, falling asleep with bugs in your mouth.
So selfish,
and also allowing Chelsea to have that time. Like, it's. I don't want people to think that being selfish is a bad thing. Like, I think Han Solo is correct in saying that being selfish, when did it become a negative thing? Like, I think all of us have become better people in the last like few months because we're doing more. My cat's having a dream.
By the way, Han Solo is the name that I have for my therapist. That's the name I've come up with for him. So,
and he's amazing.
Not just Han Solo from Star Wars, but my
Harrison Ford.
Yes,
we call him Harrison Ford is my therapist. I wish
that would be so cool.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
He's in a show called Shrinking, I think, that came out recently.
Yeah, that show's super good. And
I've heard good things.
I highly recommend it. It's about being it out. It actually is a little bit about being selfish.
Oh, interesting. I like your approach with being selfish with yourself, but selfless with your daughter, because I think that's such a careful balancing act that I have grappled with quite a bit the last few months. Well, not just the last few months. The last few months is when I first started like contemplating that selfish could even possibly be a good thing. Because some backstory. I'm the youngest of 5 kids. And I was always like the peacekeeper, like the easygoing, like I can just do whatever. Yeah, she's fine. She'll just, tag along. And that was fine for the most part. But then I stopped talking. I stopped using my voice. I stopped saying I didn't want to do something because I would try, but no one would hear me. No one would listen to me because I was the littlest. Or if I cried, I wasn't taken seriously because I was called a baby. It's like I was the baby of the family. And so there's certain things that I didn't realize that I, like, looking back at my life, Han Solo asked me, when did when did selfish start becoming negative, or did it get a negative connotation? And then the follow-up was like, when did you stop voicing that? Like when was that not spoken up? Like what did you stop speaking up for yourself? And I really think it's kind of always been me. I've always had such a hard time making other people feel uncomfy, making other people know that I'm upset about something. But I think with your approach about being selfish for yourself, and selfless with your kids, that really is a really well said statement, because just because you're selfish with going to a movie on your own doesn't mean that you're not going to drop everything for your kids and be there for them in a heartbeat. The selfish conversation kind of ties, at least for me, when I kind of first stepped into being selfish, that was with our other topic that we'll be talking about, which is streaming. But I decided to push for partner in 2024. And I've talked about it a little bit here and there throughout the podcast and then on my stream too. And it was something that I knew would be a daunting task. I knew that people had talked about how hard it was mentally and physically too to sit there and do all the things. But that was something that I, for the first time, put myself and my job first. I hadn't ever really focused my streaming as a job in that category, because I had just done it as supplemental income and supplemental to my own day. And that was the first time that I really put it into this focus of being my job and giving it my all. And it, I think, was something that was really a hard adjustment for mentally for me, and maybe even in some ways in my family dynamic with my kids and stuff, because I couldn't be as Johnny on the spot as I was. It was only for a couple months, obviously. It wasn't like years and years. But it was kind of this little pressure cooker in some ways, because I didn't realize it at the time, but that was the first time that I had been very intentionally selfish with my choices. And even now when I'm streaming, if my kids call and they're sick, I end my stream and I go get them from school. If they need something, I'll end my stream and bring it to them. Or I don't stream that day because they're homesick, or I work around it, make sure they're comfy, and then I have a shorter stream or whatever it is. And that has been something I've been really grateful to have my own income and have the ability to still be present for my kids. And that was something that I really liked the idea about streaming for that purpose, so that I didn't have to get an office job or a different kind of job and leave my kids during the day. I could still be there with them and just, while they're napping, play some games and have my mental break, but also have that job aspect that I enjoyed too. And for me, with being selfish, that's something that is a little bit counterintuitive to my thought process. It's something that has not been an easy task for me to slip into naturally. It's something I kind of have to work at to not think badly about myself because I'm doing something just for me. For my birthday this year, I went on a trip just myself with Hemi, who's not right here because he's hanging out with other people and eating. But I took Hemi to my Airbnb. We have 2 properties in southern Utah. And I took him with me and we went on some hikes, and I slept in and went to my favorite restaurants and brought back food and watched The Office, and just very much focused on just myself for that birthday. And that's not something that I do normally on my birthdays. It's not normally something that I do on a monthly, weekly, anything basis. And
I
it was really
super
nice.
proud of you for deciding to do that too. Like, I feel like you needed that for yourself. I think anybody would need that for themselves. I think it's super important to do things like that. I've done trips like that and gone up to my cabin and been like, yep, see ya. Like, it's just me and nobody else. And like, it's such a good mental reset. And like,
even not getting away, when you were saying too about needing to be okay on your own, that's something that I really truly feel in my bones, that if you are content within yourself, within your own company, not like perfectly happy, not like, not depressed or anxious or any of the things, but just if you're okay to sit with your own feelings and your own existence, reading a book or doing a puzzle or watching a show or playing a game, whatever your hobby may be, hiking and, anything that you could do with other people. But if you can find that happiness within yourself to do it alone, that I feel like very much builds that confidence and love for yourself. That's something that I've been building on, working on myself for a long time. And at times I'm better, at times I'm worse, but it's something that I'm a little bit of a homebody, and that's okay. I've learned that about myself a little bit, meaning I could not leave my house for like a month and I don't think I'd be stir crazy. I think I'd be completely content within the confines of my office. I think I'd be content.
Yeah.
But especially with my like a good book, or I mean, it is actually super comfy. It can support me and Hemi at the same time. I know you have doubts, Ep6.
Not anymore. You proved
it has supported me and Hemi. So
yes, true. Cute little Hemi boy. Yeah. But that's something that I think you don't have to get away to experience that. You don't even have to have a long drive, although a long drive is nice. But having that ability to just not be social, sit within your own thoughts, and that's when I do a lot of my best thinking, is when I'm hiking, when I'm doing like a long drive with no music or people in the car. For my Airbnbs, I have made a lot of solo trips, and those are typically like more work based, where I'm building furniture or I'm
it's not leisure
resupplying. Yeah, not most of those trips to those are not very relaxing. They're work trips, and those are fine. Those are good. I like doing those trips. I think those are good for your brain to also prove to yourself, I have made fire. Like in what's the movie? I have made fire. And he has Wilson. Oh my gosh, Castaway.
Yeah, Castaway.
That one. Anyway, I think it's good to prove to yourself that you can build furniture, that you can do that drive on your own and not be scared, not be dependent on other people to have a good time. Finding a good podcast is also a good thing for those long drives. But yeah, I like your guys' perspectives on that. And I think it also in some ways is similar with gaming. If you play a co-op game like Sea of Thieves and you always are just existing at like the side and shooting the cannons, you never drive the ship and you never know how to steer it. You never know how to like go up close for combat. And I learned this based on watching my friend Dee when she was streaming Sea of Thieves. She would sometimes have solo streams where she would just do her own ship. And I thought that was insanely scary because she's driving, not driving this big old ship and shooting the cannons and doing the fishing rod stuff and doing it all self-sufficiently. And she made a comment saying this helps her be a better teammate. This helps her be a more efficient teammate when her friends are playing with her. And I feel that with Hunt when I play solo. Like, I know I can play a lot better if I'm with a team, but I can also hold my own on my own. That's kind of repetitive. And I think that kind of transition or translates into real life too, is that you can be okay on your own and you can prove it to yourself and you don't need your company. It's obviously better with company a lot of the time, but I think
it's a bonus though.
It's great. And I think you'll feel
everything
more
else, you
satisfied.
have to be content with yourself and everything else is a bonus to you, including family. Like, that's my opinion. Everybody's going to differ, but I think like, as I've learned in the last year, being content with myself and doing things my way and starting the things that I have, like my own business and being able to make decisions on my own, like having another person there should be a bonus. Like that should be
not
a supportive person. And like I'm not dependent on anybody. Like it's just
not that being dependent is a bad thing. I mean, I don't mean that like in a marriage setting or in a right. I mean, for your own happiness to be dependent on someone else is what I mean for clarity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that sounded kind of aggressive. You don't need no man, Cass. You don't need no girl, Cass. It's fine.
I don't, but
I know.
But no, what you were just saying about video games, though, I think holds true with everyday life, though, too. Like you said, playing solo makes you a better teammate. I think being able to sit with your own thoughts and your own feelings and experience grief, joy, sadness, excitement, surprise, like all the feelings. Like if you can feel those on your own, it's going to help you and serve you well in other relationships, whether it be spousal or friendships or parent relationships. Like knowing how to feel those feelings by yourself is going to serve you well and make you a better, teammate in the realm of life, where you can better support your spouse and you can better support your kids. And so I think, that was something that just kind of stuck out when you said that, is like, that's true in video games. I think if you can figure out how to play alone and, figure out rotations and hunt and angles and all that stuff, like that's going to help you when you're playing with a team, obviously. And I think it's just true of real life as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Video games are the best, right? They translate to everything. They're always relevant. Snake, look at how wild. What are you doing, you weirdo?
She's been doing that for a while.
That's wild how she's like sitting up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Her tail is down here and then she's slithered all the way up like that. I just fed her and she just shed. So she's very happy and very content.
Nice.
We still have Smog and he finally ate cockroaches for no one who cares. But when Cassie was talking about that parallel just popped into my head and I wrote solo better. Not solo's better, but solo makes you better, I think. In games and in life. Being able to, like you're saying, be content with you makes you then content with other people and you're not dependent upon them for happiness. I love it.
I think you should depend on yourself for happiness. And in my opinion, all aspects of life. Like nothing should be dependent on anyone else. It's like I always think it's an added bonus. Like
you can't control other people. So if you're looking to other people constantly for your happiness, other people you'll
always be disappointed.
They're gonna fail you. They're gonna disappoint you. And I'm not saying they're going to try to do that. Like, it's just...
They're human.
They're human. Yeah. That's what humans, it's human nature. Like, we're going to fall short of other people's expectations. And other people might not even know what expectations you have of them either. And then like, your feelings are getting hurt because they're not doing what you're expecting them to do, but like, they don't even know. And so it's like,
you fail. About what? You know.
Right. Yeah. You know. I mean,
No, that's a good point. Like I was building some furniture for apparently I like to build furniture, but I was building a bookcase. Furniture. Why did I say it like that? I had a bookcase to build and my husband asked if he could help and I was like, sure, it's not hard, but whatever. And it was obviously twice as fast having someone else to hold the sides and him doing his own little like the ratchet screw things and I'm doing my little ratchet screw things and we put them all together and pop it up and it was much faster with another person. Not that I couldn't have done it myself and not that I don't enjoy building them on my own, but it was something that was a nice little like, oh yeah, sure, you have a minute, you want to help? That sounds great.
Yeah.
It's an added bonus. It's great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have that extra help, of course. Like I miss it, I'll be honest. Like but I am content on my own as well. Like
for sure.
So.
Good. Yeah, it should be. Also, everybody wish Cassie a happy birthday because it's her birthday on Sunday. Yeah, everybody.
This episode will come out after my birthday. It's good.
It was Cassie's birthday 2 days ago. A week and 2 days ago. I don't remember when this is coming out. It's fine.
That'll be the week after.
Fine. Everybody belatedly
just
wish
always
Cassie
tell her
a
happy birthday anyway.
For the next month straight. You better tell her happy birthday.
Until June of next year, then you're cut off until it's July of next year, and then you start telling her happy birthday.
And then you have to tell me happy birthday again. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
See, I'm just crazy cat lady with this one. I just need
She's
you.
a cutie pie. With being selfish and choosing to work on hitting partner.
Oops, I raised my hand. Sorry.
Oh, Put your hand down.
I did.
Good. Put him down. I wanted to talk about streaming in particular, and that whole genre, because there's a lot of opinions. There's a lot of different approaches to streaming and success, and what success looks like also varies from person to person, and goals, and those all look different from person to person. For me, I was an affiliate for years, and I felt like was past the norm. Most big, I will say with parentheses, quotes for those who are not watching. My standard that I put for myself was like, well, I'm past that. I streamed for more than 2 years before I pushed for partner, so I'm not going to hit partner. And that was a number I made up in my head based on a couple of other people that I had known that had streamed for a couple of years, and then they pushed and got partner. And that was that like imposter syndrome, of like, it's not me. I can't hit that. It's not going to happen. And that was something that kind of seemed intangible, like not a realistic goal until I discovered Hunt Showdown. And then my numbers started to grow, and I was like, maybe I might be inching towards that becoming a reality. But before I got to the Twitch partner potential, I had to figure out my rhythm and what worked for me. And Ep6, we've talked about this a little bit about when you started streaming and everything. What were some things that you felt were good advice? What were some things that felt like it was not relevant? Anything in particular that you can recall that before you started really kind of finding your own groove that felt like helpful or not helpful?
Yeah, I think helpful advice that you gave me when we first started talking about it was like, just finding a time and like sticking with it, being consistent. That was really good, helpful advice, because our kids are obviously a few years apart. And so during the day, and I also work during the day, so like I have a full-time job, which I still play sometimes during the day, but like streaming it probably would not be an ideal thing to do. Like, so finding the consistency though, and then just like picking a schedule and sticking with it, I think has been really helpful. And I noticed like proof of that being good advice is like last summer, not the summer that we're currently in, but 2025, I changed my summer hours to Monday and Wednesday, because Oliver was in baseball and he had games on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and sometimes they wouldn't start until 7:30, and then normally I started stream at 8:30. So it was like, just to like help avoid that stress, like I'm just going to move my games to Monday and Wednesday. And it was like noticeable. Like, I'm not like a huge streamer by any means, but like I'll average double digits, like typically. And then like Mondays and Wednesdays, it was like 5 people, it was like, it's like, this is weird. And then
you're getting like a fourth of what you normally would get.
Right. Yeah. And it's like, I think it was just like, this is like pretty clear that like the schedule and the consistency of Tuesdays and Thursdays, people just know that's Ep6. He streams he streams for 4 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we're going to hang out. So that was really good advice, and sticking with it has helped a ton. And then, like I said, when I tried to like switch, it was like, oh, Mondays and Wednesdays aren't as good for whatever reason. I think, I don't know if I've gotten any like actual bad advice.
That's good.
If I have, this is like in the nicest way possible, I wouldn't remember. Because if it's bad advice and it's not something I'm doing or like trying to do, I'm just going to like, hey, thanks. And then I'm going to put it on a shelf, and then not really use that piece of advice, Other things that have been helpful in like getting rolling and streaming was like making
like
big deal. He's just staring right over your name. Yeah. Yeah, she saw that wiggle in
your hand. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is she gonna pounce on us?
I think she sees the other cat like through the monitor. Like underneath the monitor.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, podcast listeners,
but she did
have a video because I'm just wiggling my hand at the camera. Sorry, Box.
Oh, that's okay. I was just saying another good piece of advice. I don't remember if it was you or other people. I think probably a combination of folks that just mentioned like making like events a big deal. So it's like
Yeah.
your
I
birthday
got that
or
from
like
Carly.
your like your birthday or like your um anniversary of like affiliate or partner or whatever.
Yeah. Or
Um
Christmas or Halloween.
Christmas,
Like,
yeah, people
yeah.
like to celebrate those
hmm
things, and it's like if you're making a big deal of it and you have some type of like reward system in place, like
hmm
um it's like people like that. They want to like
Yeah.
be interactive with your stream. So like the more interactive things you have, I think the better. Like
I
that's
love that.
good advice.
Carly, I hadn't done a birthday stream, like a dedicated birthday stream. I think for me it was like a fear that no one's gonna show up to the party and then I'm gonna cry on the internet,
Yeah, it's
not
my
over
party and I'll cry if I
Not
want
over
to.
people
not
helping
over
you, but
people.
over people
Like,
not showing up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Instead, you cried over the people that did show up.
Yeah, they were very
Yeah.
sweet and very kind.
Yeah.
And Carly was such a hype girl. She still is. She's not like dead. But I'm saying in that moment, it was like so nice to have her like she DoorDashed or Walmart delivered this like little birthday hat for me and like she was like they canceled the party popper. She was so annoyed and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that would have been chaos like shooting confetti in my office. That would have been a mess." But like blowing up balloons or like opening these little boxes with like mystery things in there to have redeems and you're right, it is engaging. And when I watch people's streams, when they have a big event going on, that's like a once a year opportunity for me to say, "Hey, I really love your content. I love you. I hope that
Yeah.
you guys, celebrate this person." Like that's
Mhm.
showing up for my friends in that capacity.
Mhm.
Um and I think that that is something that you can do not on a I think bad advice would be to do that on a monthly basis or
Right.
on
Try
like
to
a
do it too
weekly
much.
basis.
Yeah.
That's not special. That's not fun. That is only just a money grab. And if you want to do a money grab of like a hype train a thon every month, then have at it. But just call it that,
Right. Yeah.
And there are big streamers and not even big streamers, but other streamers that will do that, and it's very successful. So that's like, what does their success look like? It's those things versus like for you and me, probably just having your friends show up and want to play silly games with you on your birthday or, subscribing on your birthday or like doing a spin the wheel thing and I don't know, having you put on a silly hat and just participating is huge, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
that's another thing I think that's really helpful with streaming is having channel points that are redeems that your community can be involved either in your game or in how you play the game. One of our friends, Weanling, is he's actually streaming right now, but he has a very fun interaction where you can redeem to left click in the game, and that is considered a desk pop. So he will, it'll click as if he shoots the gun, and so you can shoot his gun for him and it most of the time is just pure chaos because there's like a tense moment with like a fight going on and he's creeping up and someone clicks it and it shoots the wall and he freaks out and it's hysterical.
It's so funny.
There've been a handful of insane things which I can join the club of that have gotten a kill with that redeem in his stream. And it's just the funnest, craziest thing. So the chance of like getting that is one of my favorite things in his stream. Having something like that. I know that Tuna is a big one as well in the hunt community and Tuna Fish. And he has this redeem where a fish will like slap him in the side of the head.
Yep.
He doesn't do it all the time because it gets a little insane because his community just is so kind and very loving and yeah, you got to make sure you pace yourself because if you do these crazy things, I did these like spicy or the nasty jelly beans and I thought I was
Oh
going to
my
throw up
gosh.
one year. It was so
It was so
disgusting.
bad.
They're like
And
the
you had to
Harry
eat
Potter.
so many.
Yes, and then I was like, I'm just going to get over and done with it and have like 3 at once, and it was horrendous. I don't know if I'll do those again. Those were disgusting.
Don't do it.
They're like the Harry Potter Birdie Bots every flavor beans. Oh, we could do those. Anyway, it's like that, yeah. But anyway, sorry. What other things do you have that you like to include or would include for helpful advice that you received or now advice that you have too that you like?
Don't you kind of alluded to this, but like don't do too much. Like stay true to yourself, because all the redeems are super fun. Again, like Weenling's channel comes to mind. Like I love going into his stream and like annoying him with the redeems because they're there. He likes it, that's like he wants you to interact with his stream. I would absolutely implode if I had all of the stuff going on in Weenling's stream in my own stream.
And he has it play on his game screen.
Yeah,
so
like
now he's got the interaction.
Pop up.
Yeah. So imagine trying to like, you're chasing a bad guy or you're dodging and like exchanging fire. And then there's just this cat on your screen doing like a beep, 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 like spinning around or whatever. It's that
the
one
longer cat.
And it lasts for an eternity.
Lately it's been like ducks, like a duck that like zooms. It's like, get these ducks out of here. Like every time he says that, it kills me.
Oh my gosh. It's so good.
But the point of that, bringing that up is just like, stay true to yourself. Like that's what Weenling likes and his community likes, poking at him in his stream in that way. But like for someone like me, if I were to set that up and then try to play a video game, I would just be like hot and bothered the whole time. Like just upset, and so it's like, figure out what you enjoy doing. Like I have a couple of silly redeems, like the round without glasses, like some funny moments have come from that where it's like,
that's my favorite.
Like I've headshot a guy when it was just like literally I saw movement in the distance and you shoot and it's like, oh, that was a squish. Like I didn't even see him.
I got his brains.
I did it. Yeah. So
cat drive by.
And I would also, something that this is advice for myself as well, because it's something that I've been thinking about lately, is like keep things fresh. Like come up with some new ideas every so often and add them, see what works, see what doesn't. Because again, I think people are excited to see new things. Like they come there for you as the streamer, right? Like that's why they're hanging out. But the more ways that people can have to interact with you, I think is good. So obviously that could be channel point redeems. It can just be like, being more chatty. You're trying to focus more on like what people are saying, in your chat, just interacting that way. But I just think being authentically yourself is what people like and want, on Twitch a lot of times. Because you're right. Like there are people out there who it's like, hey, we're doing they might as well call it the money grab-a-thon each year, or whatever, each month, or and that's fine. Like that's what you say. If that's what they're doing and people are behind it and they like the content, that's fine. Like, but I think for me, it's like I started streaming to hang out with my friends and to play games with them and to build a little online community. And so I think my version of success feels probably much different because like I feel very successful with streaming a lot of the time, where it's like, it's like you fire up stream and it's like, a couple people are going to say hello around this time throughout the stream. And then like Hobie's going to show up and say something unhinged. And then, it's like, it's just like, it feels good, and it's like when new people pop in, it's like, oh, this is great. Like, welcome in. Yeah. Sorry, this weird conversation's happening, but now you're a part of it. What do you think? Just like,
we're talking about some weird things. Weenling, I'm looking at you.
Yep. But yeah, just being authentically yourself, I think that's probably the biggest piece of advice I could give to anybody who's trying to stream. And like, don't have expectations of making any amount of money or anything like that. That's just going to make you feel bad if like it doesn't happen, having a certain amount of viewers, it's like, it's just going to make you feel bad about yourself, So like a lot of times I don't even stream with my viewer numbers on because it's like, who cares? I see the names in chat and Twitch is am I allowed to say dumb? Twitch is dumb sometimes anyway. Like I don't want to talk bad about Twitch, but yeah. Like one time Weenling came into my stream and he just pointed something out. He's like, I love how Twitch is showing me there's three people watching you, but there's 11 people in your chat talking to you right now. It's like, yeah, I don't understand. Like the numbers are
with both of you guys. Yeah.
It's like there's way more people chatting than like it even shows that are there. And it's like, I don't know if it's because too many tabs are open and it doesn't count, but it's like people are still interacting, they're still hanging out, and that's what matters to me, So
my success feels very similar to yours because I, apart from when I pushed for partner, and I think that that's also why it was such a hard process for me, because it didn't feel authentic to what I want on Twitch. And it was kind of a jarring sensation to go from not caring about the numbers, not looking at who's watching or who's engaging with my stream, but to then be hyper focused on that number cannot drop below 75. And in fact, it has to be above 75 so that the entirety, the average of the entire stream is above 75.
Right.
And that was something that Carly and I endeavored the madness to raid each other, because raids counted for Twitch pushes for partner. And that was something that we actively were like, all right, we're going to go skipping down this madness together and we're going to see if this works. And it did for both of us. I will say that it really messed with me mentally to view it in that intense focus. And I didn't enjoy my streams as much. I didn't have as much fun and laugh, and I wasn't as lighthearted as I normally am. And as I am now that I have hit it and I don't care. I have my little purple check and that's all that I wanted in life.
Incredibly stressful.
It was.
Incredibly
and
stressful.
I was having internet problems.
Stat, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I was watching to ensure that when my internet would drop, it was like, do I even risk restarting my stream? Because if I don't, then it would impact then Carly later on. And it just was something that was really, it was really hard for me. And it sounds kind of, if you don't know that world and know how fine night those oh my gosh, not the word, how particular those analytics are. It kind of sounds silly, like, oh, you're really stressed playing your little video game. But like I was really stressed out because I had to be engaging and exciting and entertaining so that the big numbers, because I had some amazing, wonderful friends raid me and support me and try to help push that and to try to support my goal and my dream. And I didn't want to let them down or make their raid not worth it. And that was a battle. But I will say hitting partner when I was in Disney World was like one of the most incredible moments. We were driving in the car and I got I was checking my email like hourly because I had applied before I went and I hadn't told like anybody in the community. I had like, just, it was like, oh yeah, there's like a couple million people who knew.
Just me.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I will die if I don't hit it. I'm gonna be so sad, and I was not gonna push again because I mentally couldn't do it anymore. And got the email and I like gasped and I was like, oh my gosh. My husband was driving. He's like, what? Like, we're gonna die, And on the hope and on the prayer that I would hit partner on the trip, I have a heat press little vinyl thing, and I did a little like purple check thing on a sweatshirt, and I brought that with me. And when I hit it, I took some pictures in front of the castle, and then there's a ride in Florida called Tron. It's like the Tron light cycles, and I didn't post this picture because my hair looked insane. But I'm doing this, pointing to the check mark on my chest, and it's like a little video that they have this cool thing in Disney's app that it's almost like a very quick little video that they send you of your section. I don't know how they do it, but it's like Bluetooth to your section. Anyway, so I have that it was like, it was a very cool moment to have. And I'm really, really grateful that that not just my efforts, but like my community and Carly's community and agents and Lynn's and all the other friends that like actively tried to help as much as they could to support my dream and Carly's dream. And that was something that I'm very grateful for. And it was a cool thing. It was really nice to also get to see that other side of it in TwitchCon, to see the partner parties and to see the partner lounge and see what that offered and what that kind of looked like, because TwitchCon as a vendor or an affiliate or just a viewer or a partner all looks different, and your experiences there are also different based on where you go and what your access level is. But I will say, just in case anybody is interested in pushing for partner or has any interest in that, it doesn't change anything at all. Nothing changes. My take home every month doesn't change. My viewership doesn't change. My opportunities, maybe someone will look at my purple check and be like, they're pretty cool, but really it doesn't change anything. It was more for me than anything else. And I think that success for me, my success now is back to where it was before. What success looks like for me is my friends talking in my chat with me, my friends, freaking out about a crazy headshot for me, or if I'm playing a puzzle game, my friends trying to figure it out with me in the chat. That's what success looks like for me. And that's where it feels like I find joy within streaming because of that. It's something that, kind of like Cassie with softball, it's something that I'm doing selfishly for me, that is my job of choice, that I'm choosing to fill my cup with my people, with my hobby, with my very favorite type of relax my brain activity. There are days like today where I got obliterated and I changed my title to cosplaying fertilizer because all I did was die. Oh my gosh.
Owned today.
Oh, it was a mess and a half.
Yeah.
But if
Still
I
fun,
had that kind of a stream while I was pushing for a partner, it would have been the worst. But today I just know it was a hunt taketh kind of day, and it is what it is. And I still had a good time and still had some juicy kills and some fun little clips here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's the more realistic approach for a success with streaming. I think consistency is huge. Like Ebox, you were saying, if you changed your days, it's almost like you have your favorite shows to watch, like your The Office, or if you watch sports, the game's going to be on at this time and this day. You get into that rhythm and that routine, and it's the same thing with streaming. People come back to your stream because you're going to be here on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. They come to my streams because I'm the weekday person in the mornings. It's like that's their background music or the background entertainment while they're working, or their background entertainment while they're cooking dinner or on a walk with their family or whatever it is. And I think that that's something that when you find your time that works for you, just stick with it. And the game, there is advice that I'm not very good at following, and I think I could be significantly better with. But this is because I get really hyper focused really, really easily. And if I wanted to, I think, grow more, I would start with my main game of Hunt Showdown that I know has my viewership is going to be the highest, because that's what the majority of my community enjoys and watches. My viewers come to see and watch. And then if I wanted to incorporate new viewers, I would play a different kind of game the second half of stream, or for an hour at the end of stream or whatever, to bring in new people from that community, like a Phasmophobia type of game that, oh, this person's playing Phas, I'm going to tune in right now. Or if people on Hunt that are interested in Hunt are curious about Phas, and they'll watch, and there's some overlap there. Dee was really good at that. I'll reference her a lot throughout this podcast. She was amazing. She didn't die. She's still alive. She is amazing, but she doesn't stream anymore.
Doctors did everything they could, and she's gonna make a full recovery.
She's gonna make. Why did you phrase it like that? Oh my gosh, there's always an Office quote for everything. For everything. I love The Office. But that's something, or someone that I really, really, my entire day would start out by watching Dee and by hanging out with her friends, and those friends became my friends. And then that was just part of my positive start to my day. And she was so good at being involved with whatever her main game is, Sea of Thieves, and then incorporating a new game and trying to incorporate more people and more viewers to check that out. And that would be advice that I would give to someone. If you're only streaming for a couple of hours, it's really hard to break up that time with your main game versus trying something new. Especially, you don't want to take away the momentum of your viewership of a big game or whatever that pulls your people. But I do think that I could be better at that, and branching out and trying a couple other games as well throughout the stream. But overall, I think I really enjoy streaming, and it's a very fun opportunity to make money doing something you love, and still be available for my kids, really, truly.
For sure.
At this phase of my kids' lives, I still am on call enough throughout the school day. If someone bumps their head or falls at recess or feels yucky and doesn't want to be at school anymore, there's a lot of moments throughout the week that that I am really glad that I get to be on call for, and that I'm very grateful that I have that opportunity. Cassie, you don't stream, but you tune into some people's streams. Is there anything that you wanted to add that you tune in for, or that you notice, or that you appreciate about people's streams that you think kind of pulls in your interest?
I like go into people's streams that are like nice people. There's like some, I don't know, there's probably some pretty
positive
crazy
vibes.
Yeah. Like I don't like it when people are like screaming at people, and like have seen streamers that do like the money push. I'm like, no, that's not. But I have been a part of your streams since the beginning, so that's kind of what I'm used to, and I feel like Ebox has the same vibes. And then I do really like Winling's streams a lot. I think it's very different and very chaotic.
Chaos.
And
yeah.
I don't know how he does it, because I would definitely get overstimulated too. And it can be overstimulating just like watching, because I'm not used to that. And I'm like, how?
I told
It'd be
him
so
that, like,
frustrating to play this game, especially with a game that's so like sound. Like, and to add all the additional sounds and stuff. And
I was dead when we were playing the other day, and I was watching his perspective, but I couldn't see the stuff on his screen, and his camera angle was just all over the place. I was like, Winley, I think I would throw up if I had to play like you do. Like, I don't get motion sick, but I think I'd get motion sick. And he's like, cool, apparently, like he's just making fun of me. But he had a bunch of crap all over his screen, and obviously I couldn't see
trying to
it.
like look around it.
Right.
That's so funny.
Oh man. But I agree.
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree. Like when he does the toots and he like accidentally VoIP stuff, that's so funny. Like the one time he was telling his community to shut up with the farts, but he like instead told the guy to shut the F up in game, because like the guy was just talking and he was like getting 800 toots, and then he tooted, he goes, shut the F up or something. I was like, Wheatling, you just said that in game. And it was like right after the guy had said something to us. It was so funny. It made me feel so like, oh no, gosh, please don't be bad.
This guy's so gonna think he hates him.
It's so good.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, I think just staying like consistent with what you're both doing, and incorporating whatever it is that works for the both of you, like, because your streams are similar but different. You each have your own different vibes, and you bring. There's different, there's some of the same people, there's some different people, and that's great. Like newer people are coming in, and I've seen that with both of you, and I like one thing I've told you is just as scary as it is sometimes to play. Like sometimes when you play with new people, you also find new people that come in and hang out, but it is scary at the same time. So
pop over
but I think just staying consistent and not giving up on it, even when it's grueling sometimes or mentally draining, like, because I think for the both of you, like, I think I've had the same conversation with both of you about, I really don't want to stream today. I'm like, okay, I get that, like, but streaming also, like, you get to hang out, and is the first part of it kind of grueling for both of you? Yes. Like, you don't want to be there, you're mentally not there, and then all of a sudden within like 30 minutes both of you will be completely different and happy and in your element, and you're like, oh yeah, like this was the right choice. Like,
yeah, it's almost like when a friend invites you to go out to dinner or something, you're like, I do not want to go. I just want to be a bum. I'm already in my jams. I don't want to do anything. And then you go, and you're so glad that you went, because it makes you socialize. And I think that's for me. I don't leave my house ever. I'm a bum. We already talked about this. I'm a freaking
I work
hermit.
from home. Yeah.
And so all my favorite things are indoors. So so it is something that's good for me to get that socializing. And a lot of the time, I think for me, it is at least the last 6 months or so, it's kind of hard sometimes to separate real life stress versus entertainer or work and things like that. And so there are days that when I'm not feeling as much energy or I don't want to get ready for the day, not that I do like a ton, I'll just no cam it that day. And I have a little graphic now of Hemi laying like a dead bug with little red X's on his eyes. And I'm like, that's a perfect graphic for when I don't feel like having my camera on. And knowing your energy.
And there's nothing wrong with that because people are just happy that you're streaming and they want to chat and hang out with their friends. And I just think that like still like keep grinding and don't give up on it and don't stop because you're having an off day. Like I think once you get into
a lot
it,
of people
like
have off days. They need to.
And you still have to go to work and stuff. So
that's true.
That's my advice for people. Don't give up.
I like your perspective. Yeah,
it's a good perspective for sure.
So
I've enjoyed being someone who occasionally lets like, I know Astra's not feeling great today, and then coming in and just saying something off the wall, you know? It's like, yeah, she's laughing now. This is good. We're we're getting cheered up for the day. So
like when the actor Sam Neill passed away, and I'm literally crying on my stream because he's like a father figure and lost my dad. And so it's this whole thing that I didn't think about until he died. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he was like such a big part of my childhood, you know? And then Weenling was like, quick, anybody have a dog dying or
died, get it out now.
and like I think I had like snot come out of my nose because I laughed and it was like so unexpected and just, you know, like quick, more tears, hurry, we need more. But no, it's true. I think those are those are the things that do help. And I think, like Cassie said, even if you're having a bad day, everybody has to still get up and do something, whether that's make dinner or do laundry or show up for work or take care of somebody else. You know, like as a parent, there's not really days off. And I think it's okay to disassociate in something that is a mental break sometimes and is a good thing to then also show up for other people too. I like your guys' perspectives. I think we need to do the clip of the week. We should get a fun song to do an intro for that.
It's the clip of the week. Da-na-na-na.
Yeah,
there you go.
I mean, I have my little clip.
We got it.
I loved it.
We figured it.
Perfect. Cassie has a really cute audio. I think that's a perfect clip of the week. It's not
I have a cute little audio of my little sweet Bryce singing in the car, and I got maybe like the last half of the song. And she's just singing about her mom, which is me. So,
which is me.
Which is
it's
this mom.
This mom.
It's me.
All right, Cassie, let her rip.
My mom could help me, but she doesn't know how. I said, no, see, it's okay. I can't be but it's okay. 'Cause I've got you, and you got me.
Oh.
We're together.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's all I'm afraid of.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a very cute song. I loved it so much.
Oh.
She's the
freaking
sweetest.
Angel.
It is adorable. Yeah.
It's like I need to find something for me because I don't ever have a clip, and so I've been trying to like record her singing because she just I'm telling you, music producer in the making because she just will like make up lyrics and sing away. And so
I love it.
Finally caught one. So my voice memo app is now on the front page, so I can just click and
quickly grab it. Yeah.
Yes. So, that's so cute. I love that.
She's adorable.
Maybe one of these times I'll play the song that my son sang when he was about her age. He might have been 3, but he sings and he goes, He's in the back of the car. It's like around his birthday. He's just done and he's super tired. And he's like, I want. Oh, by the way, he was like Italian for the first little bit because he couldn't hear and we got tubes in his ears. He's fine. But he would always have at the end of every word. And so he sings, I want to go up bed. And then he goes, That's one of my favorite videos. I'll have to find it and I'll get the audio so we can play it. It's so good. I love that. That's something you'll keep forever. It's just like it's gonna live like a little vocal stim in your head.
I know.
Of like how she
like
sings
I'm sad I don't have like the whole thing, but how do you ever like
you can never
record?
And you're driving too, so you're like you're not gonna take a video of her, but a little audio is just perfect.
Yeah. Driving on our way to preschool.
I love it.
Jamming out. Yep.
Very cute.
Well, this is our sign off for the evening. Thank you guys for being here. If you've made it this far, we love you. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Morning, actually, because we release these in the mornings. Hope your workday goes fast. Hope your energy drink or coffee is delicious. And that you know you have worth and you matter and it's okay to be selfish.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for listening.